I caught my cheating wife after she was tagged in a post from a single man. My name is Oliver Bennett, and until 6 months ago, I thought I had it all. A loving wife, a cozy home in suburban Manchester, and a solid career as a project manager at a renewable energy firm. My wife, Charlotte, and I had been married for 7 years, together for 10. We met at university, back when she was a vibrant art history student with a laugh that could light up a room. She was my everything. Still was until that damn post turned my world upside down. Charlotte worked as a curator at a local art gallery, a job she loved. Her schedule was erratic, with late nights at gallery openings or networking events, but I never minded. I trusted her implicitly. We'd built a life together, complete with a Victorian terraced house, a golden retriever named Alfie, and plans to start a family soon. We weren't perfect, nobody is. But we were happy, or so I believed. It was a Saturday morning in April, the kind of crisp spring day that makes you want to throw open the windows and let the breeze in. I was scrolling through my phone over tea, catching up on the usual X posts, memes, news snippets, and the occasional dog video. Charlotte was still asleep, or so I thought, since she'd had a late night at a gallery event. My phone pinged with a notification from X, one of those "your friend was tagged" alerts. It was Charlotte, tagged in a post by someone named Liam Foster. I didn't think much of it at first. Charlotte's job meant she was always meeting new people, artists, collectors, gallery owners. But curiosity got the better of me, so I tapped the notification. The post was a photo of Charlotte at what looked like a rooftop bar, laughing with a man I didn't recognize. He had his arm around her waist, and she was leaning into him, her hand on his chest. The caption read, "Nothing beats good company and city lights. #single life, #Manchester nights." The hashtag hit me like a punch to the gut. Single life? Who the hell was this man? I clicked on Liam Foster's profile. His bio was short. Manchester-based photographer, living for the moment. DMs open. His posts were a mix of artsy city shots, gym selfies, and nightlife photos. A few featured Charlotte, some at gallery events, others at bars or restaurants. In one, they were sharing a plate of chips, her head tilted toward him like they were old mates, or more. My stomach churned. I sat there, tea growing cold, trying to make sense of it. Charlotte had never mentioned a Liam Foster. Sure, she had work friends, but she'd always been open about them. Why hadn't she told me about this man? And why was he calling himself single while cozying up to my wife in public posts? I didn't want to jump to conclusions. Charlotte deserved the benefit of the doubt. Maybe this was just a work thing, and Liam was some overly friendly colleague who didn't know boundaries. But that hashtag gnawed at me. I opened our shared calendar on my phone, cross-referencing the dates of Liam's posts. Sure enough, several aligned with nights Charlotte had said she was working late or at a gallery event. One photo, time-stamped 2 weeks ago, showed her at a jazz club she'd never mentioned visiting. I felt my chest tighten. I wanted to storm upstairs and confront her, but I needed more than a few photos and a hashtag to go on. I decided to dig deeper. Over the next week, I turned into someone I barely recognized. I started checking Charlotte's phone when she was in the shower, not my proudest moment, but doubt is a powerful motivator. Her texts with Liam were friendly, too friendly, with emojis and inside jokes I didn't understand. "Can't wait for Thursday," one read. "You're gonna love the spot I found." Thursday was last night when she'd told me she was at a client dinner. I also checked her location history on our shared Google account. She'd turned off her phone's location for hours at a time on multiple occasions, including last night. That wasn't like her. Charlotte was meticulous about safety, always sharing her location when she was out late. Why was she hiding it now? I couldn't stop there. I created a Burner X account to follow Liam's posts without tipping him off. His stories were a goldmine. One from Thursday showed Charlotte at a dimly lit lounge clinking glasses with him. She was wearing the sapphire necklace I'd given her for our 5th anniversary. Seeing it around her neck while she laughed with another man felt like a betrayal all its own. By Friday, I couldn't take it anymore. The evidence was piling up. and the uncertainty was eating me alive. That evening, Charlotte came home from work, all smiles, asking if I wanted to order takeaway and watch a film. I couldn't play along. I set my phone on the kitchen counter, the screen open to Liam's latest post. A photo of them at an art pop-up event, her hand on his arm. "Charlotte," I said, my voice steadier than I felt, "who's Liam Foster?" Her smile faltered just for a second, but it was enough. "Oh, Liam. He's just a photographer I met through work. Why?" I turned the phone toward her. "This doesn't look like just work. He's got his arm around you, calling it single life. And you've been with him on nights you told me you were working." Her face went pale. "Oliver, it's not what you think. He's just a mate. We've been collaborating on a project for the gallery. Then why didn't you tell me about him? Why turn off your location? Why are you in his posts, looking like you're on a date?" My voice was rising now, and Alfie whimpered from his bed in the corner. Charlotte's eyes filled with tears. "I didn't want you to worry. He's flirty, okay? But it's harmless. I swear nothing's happened." I wanted to believe her, but the pieces didn't fit. "Charlotte, I saw your texts. I saw his stories. You're not just collaborating. You're hiding things from me." She broke down then, sobbing into her hands. "I'm so sorry, Oliver. It started as work, but I don't know. He made me feel seen, you know. Things have been so routine with us, and he was exciting. Nothing physical happened, I promise, but I let it go too far." Her words hit like a freight train. Not physical, maybe, but emotional infidelity was still a betrayal. I felt numb. "How long?" I asked. "A few months," she whispered. "I was going to end it. I just didn't know how." The aftermath. The next few weeks were a blur. I moved into the spare room while we figured things out. Charlotte cut contact with Liam. I checked her phone and ex to be sure. She begged for couples therapy, and I agreed, not because I was ready to forgive, but because I wasn't ready to give up on 7 years of marriage. Therapy was brutal. Charlotte admitted she'd felt disconnected from me for a while, that my long hours at work and our predictable routine had left her craving excitement. I admitted I'd been complacent, assuming our life was fine without checking in with her. But trust, once broken, is hard to rebuild. Every time she left for work, I wondered if she was telling the truth. Every notification on her phone made my stomach lurch. Where we are now.